Everybody. So what we're doing today is we're going to make a ginger and sage oxymel. And you may ask, what is an oxymel? An oxymel is like a combination with a base of vinegar. And in this one, we're using sage, fresh sage. I'm going to be pulling the leaves off because I'm going to save these to propagate more sage. But in this one, the sage oxymel is made with vinegar, either a raw fruit vinegar that you've made yourself or a type of apple cider vinegar that is raw. And you mix it just like a tincture. We're going to use some honey, some fresh sage, some fresh ginger, and some honey and some fruit vinegar that I had made from Satsuma oranges. Okay, so I flashed the recipe up there. I'm going to have to voice over this. You take the sage and tear off the leaves from the side. Now, I'm doing this so I can save the stalks. Excuse my dishes, y'all. But I'm going to propagate those sage sprouts and hopefully make some more plants for next season. So you tear off about a 2-inch piece of ginger. I did 4 inches approximately because I'm making a double batch. And you just clean it really good after you dig it. And there's some ginger, there's some sage. I have about a cup of sage there since I'm making a double batch. I'm using a Satsuma orange vinegar that I made last year, as well as fresh raw honey from my hives. Empty quart jar, and I'm going to slice up the ginger and put it into the jar. That smells so good. I'll cut the stems off. This is some young ginger. See how little it is? It doesn't even have the scab over it. I just dug it up. Now, you may ask, what is an oxymel good for? Well, this particular oxymel, and I have to insert this disclaimer, although I am a medical professional, I am not a certified herbalist. I do like to make homemade remedies. This is something I started just about a year or so ago. And this particular one is good for, it's an antibacterial, antiviral, and antimicrobial. You have also ginger, which is good for upset tummies. And then the honey, which is a natural antibacterial. Raw vinegar is always a good thing with the mother in it because it has all kinds of the what some people call a SCOBY, but this is actually the mother. It has a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast that's healthy, lactobacillus, and the healthy yeast that you need. And sage is also known as a antibacterial and antiviral. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here, and we're just going to get something to pack it down in there with. This is a muller. You can use a wooden spoon or really anything, but you want to kind of mull it up some, kind of like you're making a mojito with mint. You can even tear the sage so it releases all of its good essential oils. Okay. Now, when you're using fresh herbs, you want to use about 1 part herbs to 2 parts of the apple cider vinegar. So that's about right. And then we're just going to fill it up to where the top of the herb is with honey. And of course, it's not going to just go down in there, so we're just going to have to make like we know how much we're putting in there. And that looks about right. No specific measurements here. That vinegar smells good. And I'm just going to top it off with vinegar. And I'm going to put it up to about a 1/2 inch headspace because it's going to shrink. And then I'm going to get a lid, non-metallic. If you do use a metallic lid, you want to put some either parchment paper, coffee filter, or something to keep the vinegar from rusting it. Get some stir. Chopstick. Well, that'll work. I'm just going to use a knife so I can kind of stab the herbs and get this stuff penetrating. You can see it's already shrinking some from me doing this. This is like debubbling a canning jar. And you can add some more vinegar on there as it goes down. And then you want to kind of loosen it up. And kind of let it float in the jar. And again, as you debubble, if you see you need to add more vinegar, you can add more vinegar. I'm just going to close it up with a plastic lid. And I'm labeling this on the lid. This is sage, ginger, Oxymel, and today's date. And we're going to put it in a nice, dark, cool place for about 2 to 4 weeks and let it age. So this is where I put my tinctures and my extracts and my Oxymels. I've got honey vodka up there. I've got vanilla, orange extract, and of course some of Lee's honey mead. I'm going to have to clean it out soon. As the Oxymel ages, it will release all of those oils, and then you strain it after the time, anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks. I think I said 2 to 4, but 1 to 4 weeks. strain it out, get all the solids out. You can compost those, and then when you feel like you're getting a sore throat or a cold coming on, you can take about 1 to 2 tablespoons 2 to 3 times a day, and hopefully that will help build your immunity and fight off the cold. Thanks for stopping by. God bless, and have a great day.